Welcome, everybody. It is time for another episode of Premium Time with John Darr. It's February 16th. Thank you so much for joining us. Your time is valuable, and we appreciate you watching. I am excited to say that my man, my partner in crime, is here again this week. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, my brother?
What's up, buddy?
Charlie Delatorre. Let's give
bud.
him a big round of applause. Nice. He came back for, I can't believe this is our third
I know.
episode.
I know. That's weird.
You're
right about that.
That's nuts. But anyway, today, February 16th, is National Almond Day. I was going to bring some almonds to put right here on the desk, but I really don't like almonds.
What?
So I'm not an almond guy. I'm much more of a cashew guy.
Do you like? Oh, so you like nuts, but not?
I like cashews. I like
peanuts.
Boiled peanuts for sure.
Boiled peanuts are
That's
great, dude.
You know, the country boy in me. I like me some boiled peanuts.
Is that a Florida thing?
I think so, because the people up north,
They don't know what that is,
I
right?
don't think that they know what a
Boiled peanuts are
peanut is.
great, man.
If you like salt, they are a heart attack.
Yeah.
Boiled
On the
peanuts.
beach with a beer.
I hope one of these episodes is on National Boiled Peanut Day, because I will definitely bring some boiled peanuts for that.
Why do we always talk about? We always start off with food. Always.
Well,
I like almonds, man.
I'm not an almond guy.
I do. It's a good snack. When I
That's why I didn't bring any in.
When
You should have
I
brought
didn't
some.
know. I didn't. We should have. You're right. I take blame for that. It's my fault. My bad. I ate a lot of almonds back when I cared about my
Yes.
well-being.
They're healthy.
My health. Yeah, they are, right?
Yeah.
I had a
Perfect.
lot. I like almonds.
Yeah.
They're
So
great.
it's National Almond Day.
Good.
It's time for the positive quote of the week. This quote comes from some guy named Michael Altshuler. I don't know who he is.
Gary's brother.
Gary Altshuler's brother. If you know who Michael Altshuler is, make sure you comment below, whether you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Tell us who the heck Michael Altshuler is. But the quote goes like this: "The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. Choose how and with whom you spend your time with wisely."
I gotta go. I'll see you later. No,
Okay. Yeah.
no, just kidding.
He's out of here. Choose how and with whom you spend your time with wisely. And Charlie, unfortunately, is spending time with me. I'm grateful. He's probably like, why am I still here?
No, come on, man. I love it, but I have a
it as
confession
well.
to make.
Yeah.
Can I make a confession
This is the
3
time.
minutes into a podcast?
Let's do it.
I had a dream about you last night.
Oh,
It wasn't
My
that kind of
heart
dream. No,
beats still.
I had it. We're gonna take you back into the way back. I did have a dream about you last night. You were,
was I tall?
well, you're always, God, you're freakishly tall, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
thanks.
I was doing it. Do you want to hear the story?
Yeah. Sure.
I was doing a pitch or a presentation to a client, and I don't know who the client was, but it was important. And I was out on some kind of cafe. It was outdoors, and you showed up, and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" As you do, and
I
you just sat
closed
down.
the deal for you.
No,
No.
unfortunately, you sat down, and I was like, "Hey, I'm getting ready to." And this person walks up, and I don't remember who she was, but she sits down, and she was a new buyer for some company that was very important to me. And so I
Gotcha.
start going into this speech, and I'm killing it. All right, I'm killing
You're
it.
knocking it out of the park.
Knocking out. But she thinks I'm doing a terrible job. And so she's getting frustrated with me, and she asked me a question, and then I would answer the question, and I would give her the information, and then she'd get all frustrated, and she'd be like, "No," and I'm feeling like I'm doing a great job. She feels like I'm doing a terrible job. She gets all mad at me, gets up and walks away.
And I was just sitting
And you're just sitting there the whole time, and I looked at you, and you were like, I looked at you, and you're like, "Man, you were terrible." And I woke up. So in my dream, I ruined some pitch, and you confirmed that I suck at selling, apparently. So,
Well,
I don't know.
if nothing else, folks, I'm honest.
You're in my
and
mind.
If you stink, I will tell you. There is no question about it.
True story.
I will shoot you straight.
Sorry if that's not the kind of dream you were hoping for. But
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
It's-
sorry.
Dreams are so interesting.
Do you remember
to
your
me.
dreams?
So, yes, sometimes.
I very rarely do.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the sustaining feature right out of the bat. We got a lot to talk about
Yes,
today. We have
we
a
do.
ton, so we're going to try to jam right through this. The charity of the week, it is Noah's Endeavor, and I know you're involved in some way, shape, or form. Tell us a little bit about Noah's Endeavor and who they are and what they do.
Great. So a couple of weeks ago, we referenced the golf tournament that we do out at Ironwood every year, and it's to benefit this wonderful organization called Noah's Endeavor here in town, run by Will Vogler and his beautiful family. This is a group that provides information for inclusive community recreational programs. So there's some information up on the screen right now about Noah's Endeavor, and you can go to the website and check it out. It's called noahsendeavor.org. Essentially, this is a story about a family who had a differently abled son who loved sports and loved playing time with friends, but wasn't able to play in traditional sporting situations. So
we have a call. We have somebody calling right now.
Do we? Already?
Well, yeah. Let's see.
Let's see
who's calling.
This
probably somebody really important.
This is somebody prank calling.
It's my mom. Mom?
Okay. I sense the caller's voice.
Hi, Mom.
Goodbye.
Oh, no. Maybe not.
No.
next time.
Okay. Sorry.
So they started this community recreation program where kids of any ability could play. So they do baseball and basketball and swimming lessons, and it's a really great organization. And it's a small group here in town. They have a lot of volunteers through UF that help them, and they're doing this. If you could switch that slide out to the car show, they have a couple of annual fundraisers that are really important. And here's a graphic about the great Gainesville Car Show, which is April 10th. Downtown Gainesville, right on Bo Diddley and all of those roads downtown. It's free for spectators. If you guys ever been to a car show, you know that it's an awesome experience. And he's had hundreds of cars at this thing in the past. They got canceled last year due to COVID, but they are on schedule to do it again April 10th from 9 to 2. I will say, Whiskey Jones will be playing there at Bo Diddley Plaza on that Saturday. So it's a great organization, great cause. Come on out and check out, see if you can help Noah's Endeavor when you can.
I brought my car today so I can show everybody what my car is that's going to be in the car show.
Is it the lowrider?
No, it's. I don't know if you can see this, but
You got to pick it up.
I got to pick it up. Okay.
Will this be in the car show?
Oh yeah, this is going to be in the car show. It's a Progressive Insurance semi truck. I actually stole this from my partner Ray Schackow's office. So for those out there, don't tell him where it is because
I'm texting Ray
I hijacked
right
it.
now.
This thing is so cool. Look, you can see. I don't know if you can see inside. It has like the cab and the little bed and like the doors open and the top comes off and the
back opens. That's cool.
We can put
Store
other
stuff
in there. So this will be at the Noah's Endeavor Car Show.
They give you that for selling like a millionth policy.
We sold a ton of Progressive Insurance, and this is what they send me, is this toy, and I've been playing with it all morning, like, wow, this is, there's an engine in there. So anyway, that's awesome. Noah's Endeavor is a great charity.
Yeah, they do a great job. Check it out if you can. They noahsendeavor.org again, and their event is April 10th.
And what an awesome event. to get outside and socially distance and be outdoors.
Well, and to see some of those awesome cars.
And the cars are amazing.
Oh, they're so cool, man.
I had somebody call me up a couple weeks ago and insure a 68 Mustang 550 Cobra Shelby something.
Nice.
It was a couple $100,000. So it was pretty awesome car.
That's awesome.
So hopefully he can bring it down and be in the car show.
That's great.
Elio, are we ready for the small business of the week? It's not moving, talking.
Maybe not.
Dancing around, so we gotta
Nope, it's not this.
The dance, by the way, the Champagne Gala was a huge success, I heard.
I saw that.
There was a lot of wonderful dancers in the Champagne
awesome.
Gala. And I think that the reason why it was so crowded was that we mentioned it on the podcast last week. I think it definitely put them over the top.
Those tens of listeners.
Tens of listeners. My mom
Make all the
told
difference.
everybody, all of her friends, and they all bought tickets.
Has your mom even listened?
She has, actually.
Really?
She won't admit it, but she has.
Oh, she has.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
that's
won't.
good.
She's not.
I'm worried about what your parents are thinking about me.
Yeah,
Is that weird?
Well, see, I'm pretty honest and straightforward. My dad is definitely like, he will.
I've seen the look of disappointment in your father's eyes.
It's you have.
I have literally seen it. Thank God it wasn't pointed at me when it happened, but I have seen it, and it is
like
terrifying.
Why do you hang out with these people? I've failed as a father.
We might have someone now. Hello?
Hello?
Is this a Lance Lunger?
Yes.
Hey, Lance, it's John Darr with Premium Time. You're on.
Hey, John.
What's going on, my man? Well,
Not too much what's happening.
Well, we're in the middle of a podcast, and we haven't introduced you yet, so hold tight, but stay on the line, because now it's time for the Small Business of the Week. Small Business of the Week is where we focus on a locally owned small business here in the North Florida area, and this week it is R&R Construction. I know Lance Lunger real well. He has done some work for us. He does great work when we have those hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff like went through the other night.
Man.
You know, he definitely his crew will jump in and you know, tree falls on the house, that kind of stuff. But he's done a lot of that. But he also does a lot of remodel jobs, and I thought it would be interesting for folks to see the kind of work that he does. So on the camera now, or on the screen right now, is an after picture of one of your jobs. Lance, are you still there?
Yes, I am. Sure.
All right. So this is a kitchen remodel. It looks like a kitchen remodel. The lights are so bright I can hardly see. But tell us a little bit about this this remodel, and tell us a little bit about it and how it went.
Okay, so I mean, this is a job in Willowcroft over there off of 16th and 34th, and was basically a total gut. There was some before pictures and stuff like that, but this is definitely the after. There was a whole wall that was separating that kitchen from the family room.
Mm-hmm.
Took that out, made that big center island, and then made that back wall of cabinets as well back there and everything else. So flooring, granite, fixtures, everything. That was the same house, but that was the foyer from before.
I know when you sent me those before and after pictures, I actually questioned. I was like, are you sure that's the before? Because it doesn't even look anything like, you know, it looks amazing.
Way to give the guy some confidence.
Well, I'm like, the after picture looks amazing, but the you know, whatever. So
At first, you definitely thought I mislabeled stuff.
Yeah,
No doubt.
I'm like, this is amazing. I can't believe, you know, that. So, Lance, how long have you been in business? Tell us a little bit about R&R Construction.
So, the company was founded in 1986. There was two gentlemen that started the company. They came from a company called Captain Clean, and then they started R&R Construction. I started my career actually after I graduated from University of Florida at Nationwide Insurance, doing property claims and stuff with them. I had always done construction my whole life up until then, and decided I was going to do something a little different. So I decided to stay with Nationwide for a while until 2005, where the two guys that own this company asked me if I was interested in working for them and possibly taking over. So that's kind of how it all started. So I've been with R&R since 2005. Both of the previous owners have since retired, and I own 100%, and the whole place is mine now.
Nice. Well, it looks like you do amazing work, and you know, with the pandemic and a lot of the things going on right now with people sort of at home more than ever, have you seen business tick up a little bit with, you know, these remodel jobs? People that are going, okay, if I'm going to be here, I need to fix this place up and do some of that.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. Remodeling right now is definitely picked up for us. Additions and home offices are actually going up a lot as well. Everyone, I think, is taking the opportunity, if they're going to be, you know, deemed quarantined or going to be in their home or working from home now, they're making that extra space to make their actual home office and making the rest of the house kind of fit around it too. So we're seeing a large increase in remodeling, additions, all that kind of stuff right now.
And is there a job that's too small or too large? Talk a little bit about that.
I don't think that there would be one too large. I haven't come across it yet, but if there is, I mean, I guess I could.
We'd like for you to remodel.
He's willing to try.
What is it? Stadium.
Yeah, I'd be more than willing to try. That's for sure. As far as small goes, I mean, you know, John, we do a lot of stuff for insurance companies. We do a lot of things that might just be isolated to one small room or one, you know, little bathroom or whatever the case may be. So there are a lot of times that we do obviously small jobs, and we do a lot of things in-house with our own employees versus subcontracting things out. So I'm able to kind of put my people where they need to be and not having to be reliant upon subcontractors. So most of the things, roofing, framing, carpentry work, finish work, everything is done in-house with our labor. and don't have to get things, through subcontractors.
That's huge for those of you that have never done a remodel. Having your own employees is a real advantage, and it just gives a much better experience from the person that's doing the remodeling, the customer, because when you're subbing everything out, it's just, you're relying upon subcontractors that can pick up and go to some other job at a drop of a hat, and that's not what you want when you're got your kitchen torn apart or your bathrooms or whatever. It's just not a good situation. So I think that's a great topic.
I have a question.
Oh,
Lance,
Charlie has a question.
Hey, Lance, it's Charlie Delatorre.
Oh, I can't wait. Hey, Charlie.
How are you, buddy?
Pretty super.
Good. Thanks for agreeing to do this, obviously. I'm sorry we don't have you here in studio, but you're the first person to call in on our call-in line, so thanks for being the guinea pig as it relates to that. I have a question.
I love it.
Do you do new builds in addition to remodels or only remodels?
No, we've started definitely doing new construction and
Awesome.
custom homes and everything and kind of in between. So what started off mostly, I think even the two guys that had the company before me, I think a lot of their focus was strictly restoration work. And even why John suggested me doing this was just to let people know that in addition to what they may know us for from the past, certainly what we're doing now currently is all different from what people may have remembered or whatever. There's a lot of remodeling, a lot of additions, new construction, custom homes, commercial work too, warehouse buildings, all kinds of different things that we're getting involved with. So it's been a whole new experience for the company.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you being on, my man. R&R Construction will have your phone number and email address and website and some of that up on the comments. So we appreciate you coming on. I know we're good friends.
Yeah.
I appreciate our friendship and
we should have given
my
Lance.
pleasure. I wish you both well. I wish you both well. You guys are great, man. I enjoy watching the show.
Does the camera put like 10 or 15 pounds on us?
Actually, John, I thought it made you look actually taller and skinnier.
Oh, God. See why he's my friend?
Whoa.
He lies to me.
He also said
he
you.
lies to me. Yes, he forgot you, I guess.
Strictly said you in that sentence.
I'm better looking. So
you're something.
Oh,
All right.
no, I both stellar. It was great.
all right, man. Hey, I appreciate
All right, thanks,
it.
guys.
Thank you. Take
Thanks,
care.
Lance.
Yeah,
right.
we'll see you, man.
See you, buddy.
See you. Bye.
So R&R Construction again is...
We should have let him give his favorite John Darr story.
Oh, he has too many.
No, but that's what I mean. He's got a bevy to choose from.
Yeah, it's
Could have worked.
gosh. So anyway, thanks. Good job, Elio, for making that happen. That was the first time anybody's called in. And it wasn't my mother. So that
was great.
Awesome. I'm sure she'll be calling.
Good job, Lance. He does a great job. Those pictures are crazy, man.
It's crazy. I mean, he sent them to me. I'm like, I'm not sure. Oh, there's my mom. She's calling in. No, I'm not sure that, this is right, because the after looks amazing.
They're incredible.
Yeah,
Plus, he's right. So many of us are home now, right, and working from home, or that's maybe the new normal, right, where we're going to be working more remotely or working from the house. And it's one thing to have an office in your house, another thing to actually have an office in your house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm sure he's got tons of people who are wanting to refit some of that space.
He's busy.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next sustaining feature, weekly mortgage rate update. And this is a new sustaining feature. I love that term. Sustaining
like that?
feature. Well, some people say segment, but whatever. So
I think segment's more.
I'm a sustaining feature guy.
I appreciate that.
This is a new sustaining feature. So the mortgage rate update is going to be part of this. And if you would, comment below if you like it, because we're going to add. We have a caller.
We have another caller.
Yes, Mom.
If you would, comment below if you like it.
Who is it? I can't hear it.
We have somebody else, but it's not talking. Hello? Who's on the line?
Oh, hey, it's Jack Fugate.
Oh, my
boom.
man, Jack Fugate has
Click.
called in. Oh, boy.
Yes,
we need better screeners, for sure. Hey, man, what's
especially after it's going to be hard to follow after Lance, I tell you.
You have yes. You
Dude,
have
are
followed.
seriously? It's Jack. Are you scared about what he might say?
There's
I'm a little
no
freaked out.
telling
right now.
what's going to be. If this doesn't capture the audience attention,
Jack,
I don't
this
know
is
what
a family
will.
show, man. Let's keep it that way.
Yes.
Okay.
What's up,
Oh,
my
my
man?
gosh. Hey, I'm just, I figured I would especially follow up, after Lance, and I'll tell you, something that recently has gone on in the community. So occasionally, of course, I reach out, and look to help families and charity work and so forth. So one of the really cool coincidental things, and I didn't know, and actually for the audience, the listening audience, like John has not paid me to call in today, but it's going to sure sound like it's a setup.
Yes, that's
an indirect payment.
Right. So anyways, we've got a family in need in Alachua, and I went to social media to reach out for funding and supplies and contractors, and I'm gonna read, from Lance exactly what he said. And so I think this is good, especially coming right off the heels of R&R being on today and supporting local businesses and so forth. But he reached out to me and said, hey, man, contact me. I'm happy to help with contractor stuff, roofing, labor, permitting, and all kinds of stuff. I have many of the materials you may need. And so I said, thank you. And then he said, yeah, I've got lots of materials at my shop. Let me know. I've got a roofing license, building license. So permitting is no problem.
That's
happy to help out, my friend.
That's awesome.
So I figured that'd be another nice, plug for a local business, that's out there looking to help as well, that it doesn't always come down to being about money.
Absolutely. No, that's awesome, because it's definitely, we're all here to help each other, and especially with families in need that need a little help is, if you're able to do it and help those that need a little help, that's awesome. So
good job, Lance, too,
I'm
for
proud
offering
of,
that.
Yeah, I'm proud of Lance,
man.
and I'm proud of you, Fugate. No matter what people say, I'm proud of you, because you do a lot of good stuff in the community, and you do it totally from the goodness of your heart, and that's what it's all about, man.
We have, excuse me, guys, we have a great comment from Jorge Villalobos. He said, I hope your program is great today. I am ready to help with whatever Lance needs.
Awesome.
A good friend in the industry.
Awesome. That's dude,
great.
I'm gonna cry.
That's awesome.
This is amazing.
We got to connect Jorge.
We are
to Jack,
totally
too,
off
on that,
script
too.
here, but
Yep.
I don't care. It's
way better than the script. That's
this
great.
is way better than the script. Jorge, my man, thank you. And this family in Alachua is we're going to change their life, and that's what it's all about.
That's awesome.
So those of us that can and help, I'm sure I can donate money. I'm not really good at the
Oh no, we don't want you working.
construction.
No, we've seen John.
He doesn't want to get.
No, Jack, Jack. Thanks for calling, dude. First of all, second of all, we've all seen John try to wield a hammer.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
No, it's.
I can
That's what.
I can do 7-irons, drivers,
We need to have
putters, no hammers, screwdrivers.
That's true.
Not really good.
Not
So
even
anyway,
a little
well, I appreciate it, you calling in, my man, and post something on the Facebook and the YouTube so that people can know how to help out, because I'm sure there's some folks that would love to.
All right, that sounds good. I'm watching from YouTube today, by the way, just letting you know what media I'm watching.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Comment as much as you can.
Thanks,
and hit
Jack.
the thumbs up, not the thumbs down.
All right, I
Thanks,
got
buddy.
you. Thumbs up coming up, guys. Y'all take care.
Be
Thanks,
good.
man.
All right.
Look at that,
Dude, that's...
bringing people together.
We have changed people's lives.
That's cool.
And we thought we'd just come here and joke around.
That's cool. Look,
That's
good for those
awesome.
guys, man. That's awesome.
All right, so going back to the new sustaining features, weekly mortgage rate update. The week ending February 11th, the average 30-year rate was 2.73, the 15-year rate was 2.19, and the 5/1 ARM is 2.79. I'm not sure why anybody would ever do a 5/1 ARM when that rate is higher than the 30-year rate, but we'll leave that up to guys like Joe Hancock that can coach people up on which mortgage. But anyway, if you like that segment, we're going to try to do that every week. Hopefully that'll work. Next segment, sustaining feature. Sister Hazel live music update. It's becoming one of the favorites on this podcast. The first annual Beers for Brains. we need to go to that. Is Saturday, February 20th at noon to 5 o'clock at the High Springs Brewing Company, which, of course, is in High Springs.
Love that. You've been
Never
there?
would have guessed. No.
Love
never
that
been
place.
there.
We've played a few times there. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Awesome outdoor venue. They usually have like a local food truck there at the High Springs Brewing Company. It's fantastic.
So, Beers for Brains, I'm not even sure. I mean, I can drink beer. So does that mean I get
I
brains? Or do I need brains to drink beer?
I don't know, dude.
Anyway, check it out. Luke Bryan tribute concert is Saturday, February 20th. My wife is a huge Luke Bryan fan. And when I told her Luke Bryan was coming to Knockin' Boots Saloon in Gainesville, she's like, "Oh, we have to go." I said, "No, honey, it's a tribute band." And she says, "Well, I still want to go." And I said that we might be too old. But
no, you're not. You can go.
Is that like a student thing? I don't know. Is it only for students?
No, I wouldn't think so.
All right. Well,
only one way to find out, dude.
I might be there Saturday, February 20th at the Luke Bryan tribute concert, and I'm sure my wife will be with me because she loves her some Luke Bryan. Jazz on the Green Celebration Point is the second Saturday of every month. March 9th is their next Jazz on the Green. I love Celebration Point. It's such a great, I know you guys have played out there. I've seen you guys play out there. And,
Yep.
And that's awesome.
Leslie Payne, you know Leslie at all out there? She's the marketing director for. Yeah, it's so great out there. I mean, it's awesome space. They got great thing, and they do that sort of Jazz on the Green, and they also do like a concert series as well, like a once a month as well. So it's pretty cool.
I've heard the Spurrier restaurant is.
Oh, I'm hearing good things about that.
Unbelievable. So I'm excited.
I know, right?
Do you know anything about the MAM concert series?
Yeah, so this is one of the things I hinted about last week. There's actually two concert series that I know of coming to Gainesville. I'll talk about this one first, maybe mention the next one in the next few weeks as those plans kind of formalize. MAM stands for March, April, and May. March,
Brilliant.
April, May. MAM concert series is in Alachua. It's at Legacy Park in Alachua. It's 3 weekends long. March 19th to the 21st, February 23rd to the 25th, and May 21st to the 23rd. The first one is jazz, Latin, and acoustic music.
Gotcha.
The second one is country and southern rock.
Yep.
And the third one is southern blues and funk. And they've got national acts that are coming into town. They're selling, the tickets are free, first come, first serve, but you can buy like a VIP experience with food and drinks and like your reserved space. And check it out online, MAM concert series. Lots of, I don't know the actual acts that are coming, but they're adding people all the time. 3 days of concerts each of those 3 months.
Awesome.
Kind of fun. Yeah,
that
for sure.
Awesome. And of course, live music update wouldn't be complete without the Whiskey Jones segment, which is where is Whiskey Jones playing next?
2 weeks. We're playing in 2 weeks at One Love.
One Love Cafe.
February 27th from 6 to 9. You can come check us out. As always, you can check us out on our Facebook page for Whiskey Jones or whiskeyjones.com. And you get to see kind of where we're playing.
If you go to Whiskey Jones and you are in the crowd and you learned about Whiskey Jones from the podcast, I want you to just yell out in the middle of Charlie's when he's singing, just yell out Premium Time Podcast. Just yell it out as loud as you can.
Maybe just yell podcast.
Maybe podcast.
Just
I don't
podcast.
know.
Or premium.
Podcast,
Premium
something.
time.
Just because we'd love to know. I'd love to fill the crowd for you guys and have
it's fun. We have a good time.
Jam-packed.
Oh, and One Love is so much fun, dude. Like
yes.
It's great food, great drinks. Those guys do an awesome job. Thank you for that.
Yep. So go see Whiskey Jones. Local event of the week. The only thing I could find was the Florida-Georgia basketball game is Saturday the 20th. And the #1 Gator baseball team is playing Miami at the brand new Florida Park 3-game series Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Dude, that new park is...
I've heard it's amazing.
They tore down the MAC, now it's Florida Park at McKeithen Field, I think, or something like that. It is just beautiful. #1 team in the country. Gator baseball team last year was killing it before the shutdown.
Yep.
And they're picking up right where they left off, 1 o'clock.
Does anybody know what the weather's going to be like?
This weekend? Well, it's Rainsville, so I'm going to go with raining. It's no longer Gainesville around here. It's frickin' Rainsville.
Yes. Hey, see, Lance's wife was watching. Paige. Hey, Paige. Yes. So we have my mom and Lance's wife.
That's fine. That works out.
It works out good.
No, actually,
actually, we've had like thousands of people watch this podcast.
I saw the numbers were pretty fun. Huh?
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty fun.
I am amazed. So we appreciate you guys watching again. All right, now sustaining feature is the Our Town Senior Times article of the week. Let's hear it, my man.
Well, so last week we started a little bit about talking about Erica Winterroad, who is our editor-in-chief, I mentioned to you. I want to talk a little bit about some of our columnists, specifically Crystal Henry. So Crystal has been a longtime writer for us. She's a nationally award-winning columnist for Our Town magazine. She's written for all kinds of publications in Texas and nationally as well. She writes a column for us called Naked Salsa. I won't get into the purpose behind how that all worked out.
I love Naked.
But you can email her actually, and she'll be happy to answer the question as to how that name came up.
I might.
Crystal is, like I said, she's an award-winning columnist. She really writes about topics that are relevant to most of our lives. She's a parent. She's a young entrepreneur. She's a creative person. She is a really unique person and really writes some great stuff for us. So if you haven't, a lot of times I think people who read magazines love columnists, right? They want to read sort of a bite-sized piece of something that's just about information, and that's it. Crystal's a great place to start within our magazine in her Naked Salsa piece. So you can check it out. Online, of course, there's all of her columns are sort of there.
I read the one about the Etch-a-Sketch. I'm old enough to I had one of those when I was a kid,
right?
And it was a very well-written article. So
she's a fantastic writer. We're very lucky to have her. She started as an intern, another intern story.
That's awesome.
So yeah, she's great. She's awesome. Thanks for that.
Thank you. Yeah, go check out Our Town and Senior Times and pick those up at stores, grocery stores, restaurants.
Yep.
You can call in and get it mailed to you.
Yep. You can just
right?
check us out on Facebook or on our website, I should say, towerpublications.com. It'll give you, we can get a way to get it to your house if you don't already get it.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Thanks, bud.
All right, golf news. Spring registration for classes at Gator Junior Golf Association is now open. The golf news is about golf events locally. The Gator Junior Golf Association basically is a group that does classes for juniors. So if you've got a junior in the house that you want to introduce to golf, I think this would be a great way to introduce them to the game of golf. And golf has given me way more than I could ever give back to it. It's just a wonderful game for kids to learn and enjoy and be outdoors and not be on their cell phone. So anything you can do to encourage your child to go sign up for the Gator Junior Golf Association would be great. They are, according to their website, the mission is for this nonprofit, according to their website, is to enhance the lives of youth by promoting team building, establishing mentorship, and building character through the game of golf. So check them out online. I'll put a post down below on how you can get in touch with those folks. The UF men's golf team won their home tournament. I think it was their first tournament of the year, and they won by 5 shots. They shot an unbelievable 265, I think, the last day. So that's really, really good. And they came back. They came from behind and won. So congratulations to the men's Gator golf team. Insurance tip of the week time. So we're running out. We're coming to the end here, and we're trying to squeeze this in. But we talked a little bit earlier about COVID and how that's affected people renovating their homes and remodeling and that kind of stuff. So the tip of the week kind of revolves around that topic. Sorry. COVID has many people renovating their existing residences and turning a room into an office, or adding a swimming pool, or renovating a kitchen. Whenever you do that, that means you've got contractors and builders and materials and nails and stuff like that, on the job site. So typically your home insurance does not cover that kind of activity. So you should get what they call a builder's risk policy that would cover that kind of renovation or remodel. Don't assume that your homeowner's policy will cover you when you're doing a remodel. So just a quick tip on that. If you have any questions, feel free to call our office. We'll be glad to try to help you. But that's the tip of the week. Is basically think about if you're going to do that remodel or renovation, look into a builder's risk policy or getting a builder's risk.
Is that a
policy.
temporary policy?
It is.
Okay.
Yep. So while the construction's going on, you've got insurance for that time because it's such a different risk. It's just it's not a regular home that's not a construction site. It turns sort of into a construction site.
Man, I'd never heard of that before. That's a good tip, man.
Hey, I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you're tuned in today to Premium.
I am.
We have 2 questions that Charlie, for like weeks on end now, he's been trying to ask me, and we just haven't had time. So I figured, we've got a couple of minutes. Let's see what kind of questions he has.
I got questions, man. All right. So first one is, talk about liability insurance. You had mentioned this as an umbrella policy at some point. Mm-hmm. I say something on this show, and Jack Fugate wants to sue me for it.
Oh, yes.
What kind of liability insurance do I need?
Yes, so there's an endorsement on a homeowner's policy called a personal injury endorsement. So it doesn't come with every homeowner's policy, And for those of you that have kids out there putting stuff on social media that probably shouldn't be put on social media, I mean, Charlie would never say anything, that's not appropriate. But in case you have somebody like that in your family, you need to make sure that the personal injury endorsement is on the policy, which also is included in an umbrella. So when I tell everybody you should have an umbrella, that includes that personal injury endorsement. So
I'm literally writing this down
yes,
because I just gave everybody in Gainesville a great idea, and I'm going to need that personal injury
before we leave.
Endorsement.
Yes, before we leave today,
for sure.
It's got to be yes.
All right, do we have time for my other question?
Yeah.
So you mentioned life insurance. I think it was last week or the week before. I'm not sure which one.
Yep.
I always thought of life insurance as something that I needed as a younger person to replace my income in case of my untimely demise.
Yes.
Premature demise,
Yes.
so that my family had the means to be able to continue after I passed away.
Sure.
How do you, if life insurance is not an investment strategy, so forget that side of it.
Sure.
What kind of life insurance do you need as you get older? Like, let's say you're almost 50. Do you really? How much do I need? Like, what's the thinking there?
Lots of different ways you can go. There is some term insurance options that will extend 20, 30 years out, even if you're 50. So you may have some options.
I'm not 50 yet.
You're
Real
staring
real
at-
close.
You're like,
I'm into the abyss, but
Yeah.
I'm not there. But go ahead. Sorry, it's not the point. Not the point.
I digress. Yes. So if you were under 50, there are some policies that will go 20, 30 years, that kind of thing. And term insurance, I tell people it's like renting an apartment. You pay the premium and you have it for this certain period of time. And if you outlive the term insurance, it gets real expensive or not available. So with term insurance, yes, it is inexpensive, but it's limited. You can only have it for so long. There is permanent insurance that you can design that isn't necessarily an investment, but it's a permanent policy that will go the rest of your life. So if you can come in and say, look, John, I don't want the cash value. I'm not real interested in that, but I want to have coverage for the rest of my life, for as long as I live. There are options like that: whole life insurance, universal life. You can design a policy that is geared for somebody that just wants the coverage for the rest of their life without it running out. So yes, there is.
Perfect.
The key part is you got to be healthy. So don't eat cheeseburgers.
Eat almonds.
Eat almonds.
See how we brought it right back?
Right back
to the top of the show.
National Almond Day. I knew that was going to be valuable in some way, shape, or form.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Charlie Delatorre, thank you, my man, for being here.
That was great.
We
Thank
appreciate you for watching and taking your time to spend your premium time with us. Oh, Joe Hancock.
I have a referral for you.
Yes. As soon as you get that life license, I can pay you a commission. Yes,
yeah, I gotta get that.
So, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next time on Premium Time with John Darr and Charlie Delatorre.